Yes, I remember, Mama. Two of our favorite movies were I Remember Mama and A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, which are both great all American films with what is called a universal theme. We identified with the theme and at the time paid no attention to the reality of the times that for mainstream America we were made invisible. Anyway, here's an effort to share with younger members of the family what is a small part of our story. We thought our mama was prettier than Sophia Loren or Lena Horne, and mama could sing too. Her voice was even better than Lena's. Once someone actually argued that Dorothy Dandridge made for a better comparison. In any case, we never understood why our beautiful mother would go to LaGrange to work as a day laborer cleaning other folks' houses. There was a lot that we as youngsters couldn't understand. Shoot, we didn't know why our mother brought us to Chicago in the first place. Here is the backstory, the way a great aunt told us. They lived in Nashville, Tennessee. Theirs was a small house with a big backyard. There was an old barn near the line that separated us from the neighbors. That was where Brother, pretending to be Superman, would leap from the lower edge of the sloping roof, his pillowcase cape refusing to be inflated by the wind. No matter about that. He was still a superhero to them all. One day, Mama put us into the 1950 Buick her uncle repaired and had given to her and headed for Chicago. There were 5 of them, ranging in ages from 1 to 12. What about Dad? The oldest wanted to know. Mama said she hoped that he would come and join us. In the meantime, she was in search of greater opportunities for herself and her children. A year earlier, she finished a nursing program at Tennessee A&I State University, only to find that there were no jobs in or near Nashville. An aunt in Chicago, who lived in Lawndale, offered to share her apartment. Yet, for a child, it was exciting. It was an adventure. A church 2 blocks away offered to let them stay in the basement. Church members provided clean clothes. This place was home for a few weeks until the Drake Street garden apartment was found. The first Christmas on Drake Street was magical. Mama bought a small Douglas fir. The tree was frosted white and didn't require a lot of decorations. With the few blue baubles, it was exquisite. They didn't have a tree in Nashville because the family church didn't approve. But in Chicago, Mama was free to do whatever she wanted, and she had always wanted a tree. Mama gave the 3 oldest $1 apiece and told them to go to the five and dime store on 16th Street and buy Christmas gifts. For Christmas dinner, they had fish. Mama said that there was turkey for Thanksgiving. She wanted something different. So she stopped by the fish market near Maxwell Street and bought the biggest bass in the store. She enjoyed cooking and had taken cooking lessons in Nashville. An awesome gourmet meal was prepared. She stuffed the fish with seasoned rice before placing it in the oven. She made red and green pears stored in their own sweet juice and placed the filled jars in the refrigerator. There was mincemeat pie and fruit cake. These were things new to them. It was festive and exciting. They didn't think too much about Santa Claus, since it was not a part of their Southern evangelical tradition. Instead, they had a lot of fun unwrapping the gifts that were wrapped the night before. Although first, they listened to a reading of the second chapter of Luke. And it came to pass in those days, followed by singing O Little Town of Bethlehem and Joy to the World. Then came the passing out of the gifts. The oldest usually read the to from labels. Occasionally, there was the guess what's in the package challenge, accompanied by strategically examining and shaking the gift. After a few carefully made guesses came the surprise, followed by lots of laughter. After a cornflakes and milk breakfast, it was time to get ready for Christmas service. The church was close to 3 miles away. If there was enough snow, no one could resist making a quick angel and having a friendly game of snowballs. They were careful so as to avoid ending up with damp church clothes. After the service, the deacons and mothers passed out small brown bags. Each contained an apple, an orange, and a candy cane. On the way home, it was time for a serious snowball fight. Great fun. Their mom came to love Chicago almost as much as her childhood home. She also had an avid appreciation for poetry, which she shared with her children. Here's one of her poems. The Chicago that I love. The Chicago that I love wears a coat of many colors, from the fresh green of spring to the lush satisfaction of summer. Then comes fall, touting its beauty with an eccentric riot of bushiness, tainting the leaves from green to golden yellow, from red to rustic brown, deep tan to sepia gray. Now comes the wind, stripping the trees of all the crisp brown aging leaves, a river of leaves invading your space and mine with equal abandonment. Finally, a merciful north wind swoops down and carries them away, where they'll become a part of Mother Earth's never-ending cycle. The weary trees with their stick arms bare now reach toward the sky and beseech the icy winds of winter to come and present them with crowning glory, a halo of purest snow. Let rivulets of ice diamonds flow down to the earth beneath and settle there in a glistening mound to await the brightness of spring once more.